The very first mural I ever did at Cloverleaf South was a complete accident, by the way. That
Really?
was like, I can paint that. Sure. I didn't have brushes. I went in from 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning and painted 6 different sections of murals in black and white. But I didn't know the difference between oil and acrylic, enamel, watercolor, paintbrushes. I didn't know. So I went to Black Lumber and bought quarts of black and white paint, took them over and made a mural and just painted for 6 hours and made it all.
We're hitting double digits, baby. It's season 10. That's 10. It's crazy. We've done like 150 episodes, something nuts, just covering the amazing stories of the people in our community and everything they've been through to put that food on your plate. It's been so much fun. Normally, this is where we shout out our presenting sponsor. This could be your business right here that we're talking about. Also, we're so grateful to all of our listeners to help get us to this point. We need your support. Get on our Patreon and show your love for what we're doing. And welcome to season 10 of the No Dishes podcast.
Hey, say, honey, let's go out to eat. Relieve our culinary duties. With all these restaurants to sweep us off our feet, they're bound to turn us into foodies. Oh, no dishes, no dishes. No dishes. We'll have a bottle of wine for lights and have a good time. No dishes. No dishes.
All right, coming up tonight, we're doing the next No Dishes Happy Hour event with Bonafide Bites. We're so excited about it. It's already sold out, unfortunately. So we're going to talk just a little bit about that. But we really want to get behind the story of this man because he's an incredible member of our community, so talented. Please welcome Adam Long.
Where'd you get the talented part? I wasn't ready for that.
I got receipts for that, dude.
All right.
I was
take
like,
it.
Garrett's got your website pulled up right now.
Because I absolutely fake everything I do.
Dude, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm just faking it till I make it.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean,
hey, we're doing.
If people knew the truth, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing something, right?
No, we're doing something right. I don't know. You know, people tend to people get faked out and say, "Hey, we appreciate that." So if I get an appreciation, then I'm good with it. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
It can be fake.
I know how talented you are. I get to run into you at our Brown County store from time to time.
Yeah.
That's right. But no, I'm excited to have you on here. Initially, we were just going to do this as like, let's talk to Adam. He's got a great story, but we're going to promote this happy hour event. By the time we're recording this, the event's already sold out. And we already upped the number of tickets, and then that sold out. So we're like, dude, let's just make this a full normal episode because Adam's done so much in the community and has an amazing story to share that we're just like, let's do it. So anyway, we got this event tonight. Really briefly, let's touch on. So we're recording this obviously before, but on February 10th, when this episode comes out, we're going to be doing our No Dishes happy hour collaboration with Bonafide Bites at the Ivy. But you're going to be doing some like live art and stuff. I'm curious what you have in store.
You know, I figured that out. What did it take about, I don't know, it took about 3 weeks to figure out what I was going to do.
I thought you were either going to say 10 minutes or.
No. Sometimes, but this one was, Josh and I are really close. And I don't know Sam as well in person, but I know that if Josh has been with her as long as he's been with her, then she's legit. I mean, she knows what she's doing. So I want this to be perfect. And I've thought a lot about what could really showcase my talent as far as painting and interacting, as well as benefit Josh and Sam. Because the focus is, of course, making sure that they are represented well. So I want it to be classy, but I want it to be fun. I want it to be me. So my idea is really, that's the first time I could say this, because I figured it out today finally.
Cool, because I was like, I don't know.
It's been everywhere.
Yeah, I was I have no idea.
No, well, I've been no, you don't know. Absolutely. I've been solid on the idea I was going to do probably 14 times and changed it that many times. And today I'm 100% solid. I'm going to do black and white. I'm going to do something I've never seen done or even.
You're all good.
That was my mom.
Classic.
Yeah.
Mom's always calling late at night.
Yeah, she does. Every time she calls, she scares me. I love you, Mom. I'm sure this has not happened. Well, this happened before. But
it has. Yeah, it's all good. So we're doing black and white.
So we're doing black and white, which is one of my. I love black and white. Everything I do is in color, a lot of color and crazy. So when I do black and white, it just feels like a completely new, crazy genre to me to just pull back from all of the color that I love and switch to black and white. And I can find peace in that. But it's layer after layer after layer after layer. And you can create realism. And I like to be able to do that. And to be able to do that quickly, now that I've done it so many times. The very first mural I ever did at Cloverleaf South was a complete accident, by the way. That was like, I can paint that. Sure. I didn't have brushes. I never painted with a brush.
You weren't joking about faking it.
No. Like fully like, you're going to pay me. So they gave me some money, like a little bitty amount of money, little bitty, tiny amount of money. But it was enough to cover materials, you know.
Okay,
and I was like, I'll go in and paint that. And I went in from 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning and painted 6 different sections of murals in black and white. But I didn't know the difference between oil and acrylic, enamel, watercolor, paintbrushes. I didn't know. So I went to Black Lumber and bought quarts of black and white paint, took them over and made a mural and just painted for 6 hours and made it all.
Damn.
And that's how it all got started, but it was black and white. And I fell in love with the layering process because you can't fake it. In order to make realism with black and white, you have to go back and forth and over and over and over to layer that depth. And you see every shade, every color as you go. So my thought was, at first I was going to do some old school Bloomington idea for Josh and Sam at the Bonafide Bites. And it was going to be color, and I was going to walk around, put giant canvases up on the walls and walk from room to room. Because I've never heard of anyone doing that and do it fast. Mm-hmm. So I'll hang a phone right here, and I can flip from picture to picture of what I kind of want to do, right? And move from one room to another and work as fast as I can while talking to people at the same time to interact, make it fun, make it light, make it, seem like they're involved in the process. And old school Bloomington turned to let's do sports, turned into no, that's not going to work, to let's do the animals they cook today, right?
Interesting, okay.
So I thought, how am I going to do that and be interesting? So I'm going to prep these massive canvases with the images of what the face shapes are of a chicken, cow, pig, lamb, turkey, buffalo. Missing one. I'll think of it later. But you're going to get the basic shape of the head. I'm going to hang these all over the walls, and people are going to come in. You're going to have these images of what could be, right? So I'm going to move from spot to spot and paint in the details.
Wow. And
let people watch and kind of get involved. And I might even let some people kind of, if they're close enough, say, here's the brush, mess with it. They mess up, I'll fix it.
Right.
It's, whatever. But the point is to give ownership in. I want people to feel like they're involved, but also have ownership in the pieces. So they'll get involved in what I do, and move forward with them being part of the process and make something fun. And I'll get it as far as I can get it in those two hours, right? I'm not going to get them done. But I want them to see the process, and I want to interact and see how many people that I know and who I don't know and can make friends with. And then I'll go home, detail these out, and make them amazing. And then try to figure out where they go, who they can help, and how much more I can market and advertise Josh with that and Sam. Or if I can combine that with some kind of an inspirational side for the community as well, I'll do something with that too. I mean, it's always how many more people can you get involved is the goal all the time.
Dude, that's so exciting. We'll have to talk about figuring out something where we're like, hey, if you want to see these finished pieces and maybe bid on them or whatever ends up for people that attend that are going to have that connection, that we make sure that we have a way for them to follow through on that.
That'd be great. Yeah. I'll get you the information. I'm going to have my manager there with me doing videos, and he'll do edits.
Awesome, dude.
Figure out how to push all that into action.
Yeah, well, and we can just do collab posts, and we're just turning this into a business meeting. I don't even care. We're let's just work out these details. Yeah, but no, we could do that so all the No Dishes followers can see it, and even if you can't attend the event, you could see the recaps, these videos, and then be like, I love that. I want this piece hanging in my living room, whatever, and see, what we can do to support our friends at Bonafide. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful just to say thank you that you're willing to do this. I know it's because you're really good friends with Josh. And we're just so excited to put this event on. So anyone that has their ticket for tonight, we're excited to see you there. It's going to be so much fun. We did a bonus episode with Sam and Josh from Bonafide Bites. Garrett can throw the menu up on the screen for you guys. It's an incredible menu. I'm sorry to rub this in if you didn't get a ticket, but we opened up more. They sold out really quick. So it's going to be about 100 people, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's exciting.
Shout out to Bob Costello and the Ivy for partnering with us. Shout out to Charlie Jessup. He's going to be playing live music.
Yeah.
And shout out to Garrett for really just pushing and making these happy hours a thing. So we're really excited about that.
And be on the lookout for the next one.
Yeah. And go check out the No Dishes Patreon if you like what we're doing. Support us.
Get the first dibs on when the next one is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll probably have the first ticket drop on the next one be only to Patreon people. So,
speaking of that, I really enjoyed, and this is from the bottom of my heart. This isn't selling you; it is selling you, but I'm not meaning to.
Yeah.
So it's not corny. But when I went through to find out who I had talked to, I stopped and I watched, your episodes, and I hadn't yet. And to be honest, I hadn't yet until recently. And then I realized not only the quality of the programming that you put together and what this guy's doing back here.
Oh yeah.
And your questions and your interaction with everyone. So it takes a special person to be able to focus on the guest. It really does, and to invite them in. And I was impressed with everyone you talked to. I really was.
Oh yeah, man.
The answers were awesome because you led them in. And I actually wanted to ask you why. How many times has anyone asked you, why are you here right now? It's important to me because I want to understand you're in a place where you're helping people. What I see is you're helping people spread a message. It takes a different type of person, right? To put themselves in a position to care about others enough to share their message. Why is that important to you?
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. I mean, selfishly, I really just enjoy it. I really, it's like, it's fun. It's fun having these conversations, hearing the stories. But, it started out, initially it was this idea of, because I had the idea before the pandemic started, and I've worked in restaurants for 20 years. We're going to get people coming off their shift, give them a shot and a beer, and we're just going to talk about how work was.
Right.
But that's going to be a lot of negativity.
Yeah, right.
It's like, who wants to just listen to that? Or just listen to us commiserate for 2 hours?
Sure.
And then the pandemic happens, and I had recorded some like demos just drunk with some buddies, and pandemic happens, start writing food reviews, and it just became really important to support the local restaurant community that was really struggling.
Oh, right.
The pandemic.
COVID. Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
So we started June of 2020.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the mission, was sharing the stories of these people. So it wasn't just, so-and-so, restaurant isn't doing great. It's, let's learn about the people behind it. What's their story? How'd they get here? And, it's really evolved. And after the first 3 audios only season with Garrett coming on board, it went to this whole nother level of, production value, and just kind of people were a lot more aware of it throughout the community. But I mean, we got a pretty good start. Everyone was holed up during COVID.
Yeah.
So we hit the ground running, where right away we were getting 300, 400, 500 audio only listens an episode, which is a ton.
That's huge.
When we're such a localized podcast.
Right.
We're not trying to get a nationwide audience. We want to focus on people in our community, and a lot of people that have reached out out, which I love to hear, that are from Bloomington, and they're like, dude, I still listen just so it keeps me in touch. And even though I moved away, I still kind of have my finger on the pulse and know what's going on. But really, man, it's just, I don't know. I consider myself very lucky to be in this position. You know, Garrett believed in me and in No Dishes when I was, I think 2 months out of rehab, you know?
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like, there's not a lot of people were in my corner at that time. And so I'm very grateful for that. And man, I'm just lucky because it's the stories of everyone that comes on here. We all have our own unique experiences and perspectives and things that we've been through that have made us who we are and have gotten us to this point. And just to be the person that gets to facilitate the conversations and gets to be here and listen to them in person. I'm lucky, man. So I love it. Especially the immigrants, man, and the stories that a lot of them have that have come here and what they've been through, that like, man, it really makes me feel like an idiot for feeling bad about some of the shit. I'm like, oh, that's not that bad at all. Right. By comparison, you know?
Yeah.
But no, thank you for asking. Yeah, that's absolutely. Always happy to share it. Well,
I'm glad you did. I think it's an interesting story, and it goes well with just setting the backstory, with why you care and why you get so connected to people when you're here, because it sounds like you've had enough hurdles to overcome that you've gotten to a point where you understand what it takes to be successul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you said, so I think it's cool when you said, Garrett, I've got somebody now, and there's this very, I don't even remember where I heard it, but you struck a nerve when you talked about, Garrett coming on board. Yeah. And so I've got a Brandon Query is my manager. And I've been doing this for 8 years. I decided, at 7 years, this would be a full-time profession. I'm going to paint. I tried for an entire year, and I was getting paid painting with oil pastels with my fingers and some gloves on. Nobody knew I wasn't using paintbrushes. But I was making canvas artwork and selling it. Nobody knew. I wouldn't say it. I was afraid to use paintbrushes because I knew if I touched a paintbrush, that's all I'll ever do. Ever. And it was overwhelming because I loved it so much. And I was painting with my fingers and over and over and over and over, making canvases, and they turned out great. And I finally got with paintbrushes, and I realized that's what I want to do forever. And I said it. I said, I'm an artist. I'll never change. I love doing this. And I want to be the best at what I do in the world, period. It was that point where, and then I had these goals. Boom, 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 boom. I had 5 goals. I've done 4 of them already. So I'm working on 5. But when you talked about, and I go back to Brandon, I don't remember the quote or where it was from, but it was, until you find someone who believes in you more than you believe in yourself. Have you ever heard that before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to be successful until you find that person that says, holy cow, this guy is the shit. Right?
I don't think Garrett ever said that.
I know, but in a roundabout way.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's absolutely. Like, I believe in you.
Yeah, 100%, man.
And it's I've always had people believe in me. And what's funny is I know people believe in me, and I appreciate it more than anything in the world when I get involved in big projects, massive projects where people are watching. I get 1 million views a month, which is, I never thought that was going to happen. That was one of those goals, like, oh, wow, 1 million views. I'll never get that, right? And then it happens, and you're like, wow, okay, now what's next, right? Uh-huh. So, but Brandon is that for me. And I realized he won't let me not be successful. And I feel like, Garrett's probably like that for you. Am I right, Garrett?
Yep.
Because he sees it, and we fight that. And then you look at like this piece of paper. I looked at all these people. And when I would paint for these people, I didn't believe in myself the way I wanted to, I was like, gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then these people are like, oh, you're going to do great.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well,
I'm going to pay you.
So Adam walks in here and he's like, he's got this paper. And he went back through and made a list of guests we've had from season 4 on. Are you wanting to move better, feel better, and live better? Look no further than Move Bloomington, where their small group personal training programs are designed to improve strength, balance, and flexibility. With a welcoming environment, their expertly guided workouts can help you feel supported in the life and activities you love in and out of the gym. Whether you're new to exercise, a lifelong athlete, or anywhere in between, their dedication to personalized programming will deliver sessions that meet you where you are. Visit movebloomington.com to learn more and get started today. It's that time. Bloom Magazine's 3rd annual local restaurant survey is now live. New format, new questions, and now you can name more than one favorite in each category and add your own comments about specific dishes, exceptional staff, or why you love the food. Vote today for your favorite Bloomington restaurants at magbloom.com/food and look for your responses in the annual food issue. That's magbloom.com/food. Cast your votes today. Better business, better community. For over a century, the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce has been a cornerstone of business growth and community development. They are dedicated to helping local businesses thrive. Their business is all about your business. Join the Chamber today. Call 812-336-6381 or visit chamberbloomington.org to learn more. Of people that he knows and he's done work for, and I thought that was super cool. It's a great list.
Oh, great people. Absolutely. Pam Thrash, right?
God love Pam.
Biggest heart.
Oh, yeah.
So you're around Pam and nobody else is around. You like fill up with joy.
Oh, she's
right?
so much fun. She's very consistent.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
She never wavers. And, she really pushed when I did the Hope mural at the end of Kirkwood on, Kirkwood and Rogers. Does that ring a bell?
Mm-hmm.
So
on the side of, my sports locker.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Jinx Garrett.
Yeah. So that's my dad. That picture is actually from 1979.
Okay.
That's my dad holding me when I was 1. I know. And that might be a tough one to find. I see you're looking for it.
I know.
Actually, you probably could find that.
Well, I remember I was driving over there. I swear it was just a month ago. And I remember just like looking at it and staring at it the whole time I was at the stoplight there at Kirkwood and Rogers. Yeah. Well, wow. I knew it was one of your works too.
But we were, that was when we first moved to Bloomington and lived out in Unionville in a little trailer my mom and dad bought, which we accidentally, they ran out of food coming back from Daytona Beach where I was born. They were going back to Muncie. They were like, we don't have food. Let's just stay in Bloomington.
Wow, dude.
They couldn't get back to Muncie.
That's not so gnarly.
Hence, Long's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
The furniture store.
Yeah.
Long's Landing.
Oh, yeah.
So 1984, my mom and dad started that when I was 6.
Interesting. Okay.
Long's Landing is where we landed because we were out of money.
Dude, that's
the name
wild.
of the store.
Dude, that is nuts, man.
Right?
I've never.
Yeah. Do you remember the wagon wheel? You wouldn't. You're almost old enough at 36,
I moved
right?
to Bloomington in 2009 too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they haven't owned it since 01, but yeah, there's Dad there. So that's Dad with he had a big beard. It's faded off, but I actually love it faded like that. And as it's faded off, it means a lot to me still. But he was holding me up, and the paintbrush, which it's kind of what I'm holding there. It's actually a basketball. In real life.
Okay.
So I was shooting baskets. So that picture's real other than the basketball.
Oh, wow.
Is a paintbrush, and it's painting hope. But Pam Thrash's arm is up there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So that roundabout story back to Pam, she's up there. And that's where I first had really talked to Pam a lot. And got to know her, and I've talked to her several times. She's bought a lot of prints and other things from me, but
I love that.
yeah, I love her. She's sweet.
Well, I'm curious, since you already touched on it with, and we'll keep going through some of that list too, and because there's a lot of amazing people on there. But just that story of coming back from Daytona Beach, and so originally from Muncie, and then you're here in Bloomington when you're 6. I kind of want your backstory here.
Right. Backstory. Went to Broadview Elementary, and the entire school at Broadview Elementary School was painted in a mural. The entire school. And Leoma Lovegrove, she just passed away last year. She's amazing. She's extremely famous in Florida. I mean, she's like, Leoma has, there she is. Her stuff, amazing artist. But in 1981, she painted the entire Broadview Elementary School in murals of children's stories. Talking everything from, look at her. Yeah, she's awesome. Her stuff ended up in Bell's. It says it right there on everything. And she's big time. Did a portrait of Jimmy Carter, and she's an amazing woman. But I grew up for those 7 years of elementary school looking at these murals every single day. Super bright. I walked down the hall, and that's what I thought life was giant muraled, beautiful pictures all over everything. So I think it was 5th grade when I won it was Smith Shoes. I don't know if you remember Smith Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Smith.
Yep.
Great guy. His dad or his grandfather started Smith Shoes, and it was downtown on the square, and it's moved around several times. It was in the mall for a long time, and then it moved to the south side. But it was in the mall when they did this newspaper thing where it was like anyone in Monroe County could enter a contest, make us an ad, right? And the morning before school of the day that was due, which is how I do everything, the second of the morning of, that's life, right? It's the last second thing. I drew this thing and I came up with shoes to live in. And I made a giant shoe, and I put little stick figures playing baseball and running around it and just doing all kinds of stuff on this little shoe. And I won first place. And they came by with this big giant box when I was announced the winner in Monroe County of the contest. It was huge, right? I loved it. I loved winning. I loved being the number one. Like, this ad, I figured it out, and I was 10, and I drew this picture, and they gave me all kinds of Post-it notes and notepads and all kinds of stuff with my image on it. Put it in the newspaper, and that was huge. Confidence booster, right?
Of
so
course.
I started drawing. I still have all of my drawings and all of my notebooks, but I just sat down in front of the TV and drew picture after picture after picture, and faces and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was everything, right? So I drew Michael Jordan over and over. I could still today, I could probably just take a pencil and make him.
Yeah.
That's how many times I drew Michael Jordan. I loved it because I played basketball. So, yeah, I just grew up and I love that. And then I was really pretty good at sports. So golf and basketball took over in high school, and I got away from art because I was too busy, and into college, golf and basketball, and kind of got away from it a little bit and got back to it later, and then took another 10 years off, 15 years off, doing other things and being miserable because I did nothing for anyone but myself. It was all things to try to make a lot of money that didn't make me happy. I made a lot of money, and none of it made me happy. I was miserable because I was doing nothing for anyone but myself. And I never wanted to do that. And I drew a picture of Elsa, fast forward to, I don't know, about 9 years ago. I drew a picture of Elsa and put it on Facebook. And somebody thought it was really cool and said, could you draw something else? And that's it.
Just wow.
And that was the start. It was a picture of Elsa for my daughter.
Huh.
And
that's fitting.
Yeah. Right.
Nothing like drawing a picture for your child.
Right. And irony.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, I do stupid shit all the time that I regret and say things. You know, it's just part of ADHD. You're constantly backtracking. Right. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
The point of drawing Elsa from my daughter was great, but I overlaid. I can't afford to be emotional when I pee on the Facebook post. It freezes him.
Yeah.
I thought it was really clever.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody liked it at all because I had 12 friends at the time, you know,
Yeah.
12 Facebook friends probably. So nobody gave a shit. But one person did, and they were like, that's cool. Can you draw something? IU. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah. And then it led to this and it led to that. And I'd always been creative and wanted to do things. I'd sketched a book when I went off to Houston to teach elementary school. I found myself during class just doing things artistically the whole time and not doing the teacher's work that I was probably supposed to do. So I was making like a kid's book the whole time and published it when I got back, and it was just a crazy kid's book.
Dude.
What if you see what I see? Because I just see crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I see things backwards. What is it? ODD, oppositional defiance disorder.
No, I'm not familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just everything that's supposed to happen, you just defy. Right. So it's an artist, like, it's a gift for artists, but it's a weight for people that don't realize they're artists. Right.
I can see that.
So it's like,
that could be a little difficult.
So once you realize that you're just going to be difficult and defy everything, which is how I create artwork, I understand that everything I do is opposite of what people would think to do when I create artwork, and that's why they're interested.
Right.
That's what you want, is someone to be interested because it's different. And then they pay you, and then you can survive off of something you love to do.
Well, that's amazing that you're able to do that, 7 years, and then you finally, for the last year, so 8 total, have been going just that.
Right.
I didn't realize it was just a year ago that you switched over to...
No, it was immediately.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I picked the paintbrush up. It was like a month after the paintbrush. So I wasn't full-time 8 years ago.
Right.
I was doing my fingers and oil pastels and just like making Rolls Royce out of my fingers, right? And selling it. And then some IU stuff, whatever.
What a cool feeling.
And then I picked the paintbrush up, and then I said, I'm an artist. I'm done with everything else. And that's what I did. Made some goals and paid the mortgage on time every month, one way or another, because most of the time we'd never know. And watch my wife cry half the year for 6 straight years.
But hey, you got through it.
Yeah, we got through it. No, it's been really, it's hard when that's the only income.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I like things that seem impossible, so we just keep creating new avenues, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do, and it seems, I mean, you've garnered quite a following, and you've got such an impressive, I mean, there's so many different things we could point out that people might not even realize are Adam Long. I love the roof of Bear Hardware in Brown County,
Right.
Was that the biggest one you've done, or did you do the silos down there in Orleans?
Same size. Well,
Okay.
so that's funny. The silos are they're both about 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Those are both the two where I'm thinking of like the biggest ones I know of that you've done. Because I went down, I DJ'd at Paoli Peaks and was driving through Orleans.
did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be back on Valentine's Day if you and your wife are looking for something to do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm DJing at Paoli Peaks. It's fun.
Nice.
But yeah, I was driving through Orleans. And I was like, oh, that's Adam shit. Like, hell yeah. And then obviously, our Chocolate Moose Brown County store is so close to Bear Hardware. We have to pop over there for stuff. And I feel like you got quite a bit of coverage from when that one was done, from different news outlets and stuff.
The Bear Hardware?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bear Hardware was covered by Fox
Okay.
nationally.
Wow.
So that was the first news coverage nationally. And yeah, the guy came on and I'm live and he says, oh, it's amazing you did this in what did he say? 5 years. Yeah, he goes, it's amazing you did this in 5 years. How'd you do that? And I go, no. It was 5 weeks. We did it in 5 weeks, not 5 years.
A little bit of a difference.
He goes, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Even more incredible. Yeah. So
yeah,
if you think 5 years, I'm about to blow your mind.
I was like, holy cow. Yeah. I think I said something like, I'm not really sure how we survived, finding food. Up until then, because if I wasn't getting paid for 5 years, that would be a problem.
Yeah, that would have been a little rough.
That would have been a touch rough.
So you did Bear Hardware Roof, you did the silos down in Orleans. What are some of the other projects around that people might already be familiar with?
Well, actually, you can go back to this just because it's
perfect
a reference.
Segue. I love it.
Yeah, right. Ed Schwartzman. That you talk to, Ed's a character. I love Ed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
With Buffalo Louie's and Ed and I are buddies. I did the mural above where you order, which has all the people and the different looks and outfits, and people had to buy. There was an auction to become the people that were in that mural.
Oh, that's sick.
Right?
Yeah.
So you could be like Superman. And it started at whatever it started at, I don't know, $1 or something. And it went to like $300. And you got to be Superman. So I'd paint the face that you submitted. There were like 107 faces for that one. And so that actually took forever. That was one of the longest murals time-wise that I ever did. And I ended up putting my mom and dad in that. I think my dad was he Shrek? I think I was Homer Simpson, or
nice.
And my wife and daughter were Marge and Maggie. I can't remember, but it was pretty crazy. That's a tough one to find. There it is. You passed it. Go up and to the right. There it is. Yep. So that's it. It might be tough to zoom in on, but yeah, you can tell because everybody had to be perfect. That was a kicker with this.
Right.
Yeah, you had people buying it. It was also one of the most difficult because you not only had people buying in, submitting photos of the picture they wanted to be Big Bird or Hulk Hogan, Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, Black Panther, but I had to figure out how to make them look like them so they weren't mad if they got pissed off.
Oh, because they paid for it. Yeah, of course.
Right.
No wonder it took so long.
Yeah, it took a long time. It's massive. I know you can't tell by the picture, but it's like.
Oh no, I can. Just from you can see the perspective from one of those pennants right there. I mean,
it's 12 by. It's like 14 to 8 foot by 12 or something insane.
Damn.
It's big, and I did that in the house, and I would roll it out, and some would be on the ground, and I used Eskenazi School of Art graduates to come over and help with some of those too, just to teach, get them moving, and all that stuff. But Ed's a great guy, and he wants, he's done really well. Him and Jamie have done really well, and I'm happy for them. Dave Kubiak is one of my favorites.
Oh, dude, that was such a great interview. I had so much. I already love Dave, but
he's so cool.
That was he was such a natural at it too. And I just enjoyed sitting down with him, and he was part of that initial group that I talked to about taking over Taste of Bloomington.
What was that, season 7? That was season 7.
Was that? We've had 2 seasons since then. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because we were in this space. Yeah, that checks out. But no, Dave's sick. And then, so this was the work you did here.
So that's the back. So that's my daughter.
Oh, cool.
That's Lorene. And this is not long after I finished it. And I want to pay tribute to Mike Birchfield, who helped me with the Bluebird on the left. On the top. Mike is one of the most amazing artists and human beings I've ever met. Taught me a lot about how to use spray cans. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
I still really don't. I just spray stuff, and if it looks good, great. If it doesn't, I make sure it looks good.
You're like, and then I try again.
But he set me off on the right foot. That's my daughter, right hand up. She has cerebral palsy. She is my all-time hero. She's 15.
Wow.
My wife is a full-time mother, caregiver, nurse, cook, best cook you'd ever meet. Actually, nobody will ever know. She is. They are both my heroes, but my daughter is an amazing person. A lot of what I do reflects back to her, and every mural has LML in it. So I hide it in every mural. Hundreds and hundreds of murals.
Wow.
300 plus murals have LML hidden in it.
Incredible.
And a heart for my wife. So love my family, love my girls. And so I paid tribute to her because I believe that she is the star of the show.
Yeah, no, that's an incredible.
So-
Garrett, did you put that on the screen yet? Sorry
What's
if I
that?
missed the picture.
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, you're all good. I just want to make sure people saw it because it's an incredible work of art. And then just that perspective.
So,
like
yeah,
you're looking into the
perspective is
building.
crazy.
Anyone that's been in the Bluebird easily can see. Like, yes, it looks like I'm looking right over the stage into the bar.
It looks very simple from where it is. It was a point of view. Obviously, it's a corner of the building. It took so long. This was so difficult. So what I had to do, I went inside and I went to the very back corner, laid down on the ground, took a picture with my face on the ground of the image, like everything you would see, right? And then I went outside and tried to over and over and over and over and over and over figure out where everything was. And so I would go back and forth, running in and out for days, trying to figure out and make it exactly like what you see.
Well, you nailed it.
If I was across the street by that trash can.
Yeah. No, dude, it's incredible.
Thank you. And then there's another one that I made I'm really proud of where it's for Dave. It's like kind of a getaway where it's you have to go and enter code, and I painted everything with all the different logos of bands and guitars and different shades and colors, and it was an absolute just dark, depressing area, and I made it this really bright, cool place to hang out, and I was really
Sick.
proud of that. So,
I'll
but
have to see if Kubiak will show that to
I
me.
learned a lot about Dave. So Koob, and I've said this on Facebook before, but I've never gotten to say it out loud in person. But I learned a lot from him in the way you should deal with an artist, whether it's a musician or a fine art, a painter, whatever. He is absolutely will not guide an artist in any way, shape, or form. And I'd never met someone, because I did something for him really early on, painting, and he wouldn't tell me what to do. I was like, what do you mean? I need to know what you want. He's like, man, you got this.
Yeah.
And it freaked me out because I was like, I need direction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you let me do what I want to do, I'm going to...
Yeah. You might
I'll
not
never
like-
stop.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, holy cow, I made something for him I would not do for someone. I went way above and beyond, and I realized that at that point, he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
And every time he's had me do a job, because I've done like 5 different things for the Bluebird, he's go do this, just do whatever. And I do, and I can't stop because I want him to be like, holy shit.
Yeah. You want to blow his socks off.
You know, it's like, I'm not done. I'm not done. So he is the best at hiring artists. Not only, you know, he did it right with me, but he does it right with bands. So I learned that I tell people, if you want the best of me, you better just let me go.
Yeah,
Let me do what I need
you can
to
give me
do.
guidance, but that's awesome that Dave helped kind of let you see that early on, you know?
Oh, he gave me a platform, and being able to paint for him was huge because a lot of people see what the Bluebird does.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to move and get bigger jobs from that. And it's, you know, that was a big stepping stone.
Now, how long ago was that?
Oh, man. I think that was 99 or 2000. I can't remember if it was COVID. I think it was like right around maybe May of 2000. So that was probably like 6 years ago.
Have you ever had anyone tag like one of your public murals? That's what.
Oh, that's the only one.
Yeah.
Really is the you can't stop that. I call it like the penis dump. Because there have been more penises on that I'm for real, not literal penises, but a lot of yeah. I don't.
Thanks for clarifying. That we know of.
I don't know. I assume. Gosh, I can't say that for sure, but I know that I've spray painted and fixed issues there like 10 times.
Really? Huh.
Oh, absolutely. It is just the tag central. I mean, people can walk through there, and a lot of them are going to be drunk or high or whatever, and they just go to town with whatever they have.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just I guarantee if I went over there right now, I'd have in hours of spray paint. Just everything would be covered all the time. I guarantee it is a mess.
Yeah, it's just something I always think
3
about.
3 months, 4 months, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere.
Because I have that thought just looking out my office window at the mural we have on our patio at the Chocolate Moose, and I'm just like, man, someone's going to tag this and ruin it. We're going to have to, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
so, I'm glad that for the most part, people, because that's my thing is if you're tagging stuff, hopefully you consider yourself some type of artist and you respect other artists. So it's like, I don't know. Because there's a lot of tags all behind like the moose and stuff. And it's like, I love the cool shit's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
But some of it, I'm just like, this is stupid. Like, if you're going to tag something, like, make it look good.
Oh, it's terrible. But it's always terrible.
Well, I know. Yeah.
It's like, how fast can I make the word turd? I don't know. I mean, I know. It's just like, why? That doesn't mean anything.
What are we doing? Yeah. But you see tags in larger cities, and like it really is an expression and really cool artwork that comes from it. And so if you're tagging in Bloomington, step up your game. We want make it art. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying don't tag stuff. Just make it art.
Make it something that I at least laugh at.
Yeah.
I want to laugh, right?
That's all I want.
I know. Have you ever dove into the arts? Like,
I'm an awful artist.
Never? You
I
don't
did.
mess with anything?
I mean, I did like an art class in high school, and then I did like a digital art class, and I'm just not. I used to do a lot of bubble letters. That was my doodling in middle school. Was just like doing like the Superman logo, of course. Everyone did that.
Hey, bubble letters are a big deal.
Yeah, well,
nobody
like,
does bubble. Yeah, just figure like.
But I was just like right now,
stuff,
whatever bullshit, and that was the extent of my doodling. Yeah. But not doing landscapes or people or I don't think I'm much of an artist in that sense.
No, not in the creative color and.
I don't. You know what? Maybe I could try to dive into it and find out I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident that that's not one of my strong suits.
You found your niche because you're good at it.
I appreciate it. No, I enjoy it. I do all the stuff I do. I really enjoy.
Ask me about the Riley Dance Marathon sometime.
Oh, let's do it. How about right now?
You want to know?
Yeah. So we always try to support the IUDM, the South one. So we're doing like a dine and donating some stuff, and they dropped off some shirts.
Nice.
And then I was wearing it today. Sometimes I'll go home and change before the podcast. I'm like, no, dude, I'm rocking the South Dance Marathon. Let's go.
You're on it.
But yeah, please do tell.
You want best story? I would say this is my favorite story. Yeah. I'm making sure. I'm thinking here, am I missing any? It's probably my favorite story of since I realized I wanted to do this full time. So I was in the middle of doing pointillism or stippling dot pictures, right? So this is before I started painting, and I was licensed by IU. And I was making just different images of like Beck Chapel, the fountain, assembly hall, those things. I decided I was going to put a book together. So I had 15 images. I needed one more. And in this book that TIS was going to sell, I don't think TIS does books anymore. I don't know if they're open anymore.
Yeah, I have no clue.
But at the time, this was like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago. I needed one more image for this book, and I thought, okay, the first image of the book is going to be Sample Gates because it's the gateway to IU.
Right.
Obviously, you start there,
No
right?
brainer.
So it's looking into IU. So I took an image. I did my pictures. These take forever. It's all black and white dots, little tiny dots. We're talking millions of dots. This takes me 50, 60 hours to do one.
Wow.
Right? And they went well. I got them all licensed and was selling them at different places around. Greetings, TIS, some different restaurants. And it's the first thing I ever did. This is the first thing I was trying to sell or print, right? And I needed one more thing to do this book. So I thought, why not have a picture of the Sample Gates to finish it, but looking down Kirkwood, not looking into campus, but down Kirkwood. And I'm going to have people in it because none of the pictures I had people. It was all just like the art museum, Herman Wells statue, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Yep, you're at him. He's got all the pictures. That's one
Wow,
of them,
dude.
right?
That's
Okay.
incredible.
So those are all the pictures that I did. Those are the originals. And I needed two people, right? Because I wanted to take a picture. I went down there to get a photo. And I'd be cool. I hope it's in there. It might not be. I don't know.
Regardless, though, it's cool seeing all these. Are just you can see the level of work that goes into.
You could. Oh, they're speaking of Andy Long. There
Yeah.
you go. He had me do that. I totally forgot about that. But these are on the book. That's the first page one. Yeah. And so I was like, how am I going to finish this thing? And I got to needing some people. So I go down there and think, all right, I'm going to find someone. And I'm looking around. I'm like, man, I can't find anybody. It was a nasty day. So there weren't a lot of kids floating around. Nobody, really. And I look down, and there's the red change box, right? And it's the Riley Dance Marathon people down at the Von Lee.
Okay, yeah.
Which is what, Noodles?
Yeah,
right?
Noodles and Co. Right. Yeah.
So I walk down there, and it's 2 girls and a guy. And I said, can I please, you're going to like this. I know it's dragging, but.
Oh, no, you're good. You're great.
Okay. So I said, I will pay you guys like $5. Oh, there it is. It's bottom left of the IU. No, I mean of the image. Yep.
Yeah,
that's
one.
it. Mm-hmm. I said, I'll pay you guys $5. All I need you to do is walk up here. I'll give you $5 a piece. I'm super weird, and I'm not a creep. I promise. I don't want anything else. I'm really nervous because this sounds super creepy. Please come up here. I'm going to take pictures of you. I need you to stand here, right? And I want to take a picture of you. I was like, I'm not weird. I promise. So I had all these pictures ready, and I was going to show them these pictures. And I did. I was like, listen, I did all these. I need one more picture for this book so TIs can sell it, and we're going to make it. And I used it's all good. Don't worry. And this guy's like, oh, I'm super shy, and this girl's like, oh, I'm super shy. I don't want to go. And they walk up behind me real awkwardly. They'd never met. So they met that day.
Oh, interesting.
So those two that you see in the picture had never met. They walk up there. I said, I need you guys to just look that way. Look at each other for me. I know this is weird. You don't know each other, whatever. I'm going to take pictures. I took pictures of them. I said, will you please hold hands? It's super important. I want you to hold hands, which they are in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
So I could draw them that way. I'd still never painted yet. This is just me like, hey, maybe someday I could do this for a living, but no, I wouldn't. Maybe thinking that. I don't know. But I had them hold hands, took the picture, drew it all up. 4 years later, right, I get a call. It's his mom. do you have some of those pictures? Do you have that? Can you make me prints? I need 250 of them. I'm like, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
No. Did they get married?
They got married.
That's insane. That's
I
wild,
had
dude.
them hold hands.
Oh, I
The
love
picture
that.
in that book.
That's so sick, dude.
I had them come up. They held hands, and every time I tell the story, I get goosebumps because that is my favorite story. They held hands, and then I had to make more. She got a hold of me a couple years ago and was like, "Hey, I want some postcards." I was like, "What?" They got a baby shower and they want thank you cards.
Dude, I love it.
That's so awesome.
Dude, that's so
those
incredible
two
that they had never met. First time they met.
First time they touched, that photo. First time they touched in their entire life, in that photo.
That's
right there
insane.
that I drew. And they ended up getting married. They have kids. They're living, I think, in Bloomington. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick.
Um,
I love. Well, now I'm very
Super
grateful I
cool.
wore this shirt.
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Just
I mean,
to
Riley
make sure we
Dance
brought that
Marathon.
story out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it probably would have happened anyway.
No, I know.
But,
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, I forced them to kind of look at each other in that picture and touch. And it was like, maybe they would have never done it. That's
Yeah.
why I think maybe they walk home. They never talked.
So for
Never see
those
each other.
watching, listening, if you want to find love, you just have to have Adam photograph you. And
Yeah,
draw
but now it costs
That's
money. No, now I charge you.
No,
That was
yeah,
free.
but
That-
can you put a price on love? You know?
No, absolutely not. that was so much fun.
Yeah, that
I
might
mean,
be.
that was worth every. If I never did it again, just
Uh-huh.
that was worth every. It's worth all of it.
Yeah, you're over here hoping they have 10 kids just so they keep hitting you up because it's such a cool thing to relive.
Every time they get a bigger print, and I charge them more, and I just live off of that.
Yeah. Oh, you're like, this
Call it
one
quits.
couple keeps the lights on.
The one couple keeps the lights on.
Oh, man.
That was fun.
Well,
Yeah.
I want before we dive into your favorite restaurants, you know, I feel like with you have such a cool story and have done so much work and know all these amazing people that we could talk for 5 hours
Yeah.
and still barely scratch the surface.
Sure.
But is there anything before we pivot to food, is there anything with your story and with art and everything that you do that you feel would be cool to share that we haven't got to touch on yet?
My story and art. Man, that's a big question.
I know it is.
You know, if I had to, and I will put this back in terms because I can't touch on all the things that are important to me in art, but I can touch and speak to what might help someone else, I think, in this position, like that wants something more. And I feel like you Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was
You're all
touched
good. You're
back.
good. Yeah.
Well, I keep falling back a little bit. There we go.
It's the chairs.
Ooh.
Dude, I know.
Do you know?
Do you notice when I'm off camera, I pop?
Oh yeah, no, I realized that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no.
Well,
I
shoveled for 3.5 hours for
Yes.
16 inches of snow.
Yes,
I'm struggling.
Mine was all yesterday in my back.
Mine
and
was
normally I'm not
yesterday.
popping that much, but I swear every time you're talking and I'm not, I'm over here just like, cool. I mean, I'm paying attention. We're making eye contact, but I'm like, I keep popping. I'm like,
No,
that's
I
so
get
fun.
it.
I was like, why is my back killing me so much? It's like, yeah, it was all this shoveling.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling the same
Well,
thing.
and
I'm
it's
like,
Pat. You and I aren't spring chickens anymore, and it's after 9:00 at night
I know.
when we're recording.
I should be laying down watching like reruns of The Office at this point.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I mean, it's part of it, right? It's part of being 47 and 36 now. You'll feel it. 36 was when I started to realize you actually have to take vitamins.
Oh, I've been on. You know what? I guess I'm ahead of you.
36 was it.
I was taking them at 35. But
Oh, you're smart.
doing just a couple
smart.
daily
No,
multis.
you're way ahead of me.
So yeah.
You probably got it. You're probably gonna make it to like. I bet you make it to 79.
I did a good amount of drugs, buddy. I don't.
You're way ahead of me there.
I do not know about that, man. It's a miracle. I'm still
I've had enough stress, so we might be in the same spot.
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've worked in restaurants for 20 years, so that's pretty
That's what
stressful
silly
too.
putty's for. So I
Oh,
can
nice.
just relax. Yeah. What I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that one last thing. And if you were sharing with someone that was in your position.
Right. So I guess as a kid, I don't know if it's something that everybody can tap into, and I feel like I'm really fortunate to understand mortality, and I understood it young, and I always tried to make things memorable. I didn't understand it until I got older, what I was doing as a kid in high school and college, early 20s, even 30s. It took me a while to understand that I always wanted to have memorable moments. Even now with you, this is important to me, but it's also important because I want you to be successful because of me. And I know we don't live forever, and this is a microcosm of the world, but at the same time, I want to be remembered for someone who has an enjoyment for things as they come and invites others in. So, if you're looking to change your outcome or change your life, it's way more important to take that risk and fail than it is to do something to be content. And I think you know that.
Yeah.
But if I could invite anyone else into my life, it's to, that classroom that I was in that I always knew. I mean, like, everyone's complacent and sad and boring and lonely, and I would make sure it wasn't that way so that they would have a memory, and I would get in big trouble. And I knew that at 10, that like this wasn't as important as the memory they'll hold of something funny 20 years from now. And I'm still thinking that now. So what I've recently tapped into is have you ever thought of, like, we always talk about, or we don't talk about it as much. Well, we do, but we think about, like, man, if I could have told myself when I was 25.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if I think of myself as 60, and if I could tell myself what at 47, what would I do?
Right.
So I'm constantly thinking, what's it matter?
That's great. Yeah.
And I don't think enough people think that way.
No,
but not everybody can.
I never think that way. And but it's so good.
What questions aren't you asking? Is the question,
one, it's just like, I get caught up. Yeah, one, it's just like, because you look in your hindsight's 2020, and I feel like I worked really hard and started all these things before I quit drinking 3.5+ years ago. That, like, now it's like, what could that thing be now? Where I already feel like I'm getting a late start. It's like, what could that thing be now that I could look back on and be like, do it now, so I'm not looking backwards in the future, being like, oh, I should have started doing that sooner. So that's. I think I needed to hear that maybe more than anybody. That was good. That's
wonderful.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
I appreciate that you recognized.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's great.
To me,
100%, man.
You see that?
No, it's great perspective.
I see what you're doing.
I see
what you're doing.
I've been it takes a lot for me to feel overwhelmed, but there's been some times over the last few days where I'm just like, man, I've committed to so much, and it's fine. I get this every now and then where I'm just like, man, I'm so overextended. When I just put my head down and I enjoy it and I knock it out, and it feels so much good, so good, so much better when you get through it. And you're just like, all right, we're fine. But like sometimes when you're feeling a little tired and you think about all the commitments you have, you're just like, okie dokie. Like, it can feel like a lot, but I'm kind of I enjoy being very busy. So it's good, but it is good to keep perspective on, like, what are things that might be good to prioritize now that in the future I might regret not have prioritized sooner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
doing it.
Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for sharing with me.
100%, man. Last thing we got to talk about is your favorite places to eat around town.
Oh, God.
I know it's going to be hard because you got a lot of food people names on here that you're friends with, that people you worked with, but just give us some of your heavy hitters. Visit Bloomington is a proud sponsor of the No Dishes podcast. If you think you know Bloomington, Indiana, think again. This college town turned culinary hotspot is full of flavors you wouldn't expect, from globally inspired dishes to creative local twists that might just become your new favorite. Add in a vibrant arts and culture scene, surprising architecture, live music, outdoor escapes, and hidden gems around every corner, and suddenly you're discovering something new everywhere you go. From sights and sounds to tastes you didn't see coming, Bloomington is ready to surprise you. Learn something new at visitbloomington.com.
The Bloomington Town Planner is a community calendar owned and published by local residents John and Sharon Martin. Mailed out to Bloomington homes in December of each year, it features school schedules and community events. And don't forget the coupons at the bottom of the calendar. They'll save you money and help you decide on the next restaurant or retailer to check out here in the Bloomington area. Town Planner also has an online calendar which can be found at townplanner.com. Make sure to sign up for their weekly e-newsletter so you can stay on top of all the fun events going on around town.
You know, pulled pork nachos at Upland are really.
I just had Upland dinner tonight.
It's really tough to get away from that. That's what my wife will ask for is the pulled pork.
They are the best nachos. Those pulled pork nachos
really
at Upland are fantastic. They were doing a special tonight. It was like a grilled pineapple burger with like a chili barbecue and some cotija cheese. Ooh. And then I love their whipped feta and hot honey like starter. Yes. Anyway, I'm super full right now. I know
you're talking.
Dude, I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. I am like, I had a heavy meal before I came over here.
Oh yeah, no, I did too. My wife, like I said, my wife can cook, so she's been cooking for me and my daughter for 15 years. Because my daughter, she's allergic to a lot of things, so we eat a lot at home. But she's gotten so good that she could start her own. She can start her own restaurant. I mean, she is amazing. So very lucky there. Besides my wife, 'cause I had to make sure she's.
Oh yeah, well right, you got to give her flowers. You got to show her some love. I mean, you said at the top.
But I'm serious. I am serious. Yeah. But I also want to make sure so I don't get in trouble. It's both. It's kind of both. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's
feta. You know, I like some of the feta bowls a lot.
Feta's fantastic.
And I like the people there. People there are wonderful. I love Jeff Meese. I got Jeff Meese and his wife. Yes, Hartzell. You know, Hartzell's pretty sweet. I do have to say, when I opened my Nashville store, he was the first person that said, "Hey, listen, I want to cater everything, and I want to cater it for free. Whenever you do anything, I'm bringing ice cream. Don't pay me. I want to do." I never got around to using him, and I'm sorry. I love you, Hartzell. But when I first started the idea of painting, Hartzell was like the first one to say, "Listen, I want to do something with you." So he was really instrumental in believing in me. Yeah. Before I ever painted, which was funny. So I do have to say that he's just a very upbeat, positive person. One of the people that said, you know, you can do this. Incredible. And I didn't even know him, but he just was that positive.
Dude, he's such a kind soul, man. I got nothing but great things to say about Hartzell.
Amazing person. But yeah.
Jeff Meese?
And Jeff, I've had several breakfasts and lunches with Jeff. And my first ever bought paintings that were not murals are in the Woolery, which he owns, which is One World, right? Uh-huh. So there's 4 of them in there. And I'm very, very fortunate that they, they were okay to buy some paintings for me, and they were done with my fingers. Huh. Yeah. That was before I let anybody know that I never used paintbrushes yet. So I did everything and I'd use fingernail and all this because I was scared to death that I would love it.
Dude, that's fascinating.
And the second I had to use a paintbrush for something, I went out and bought the cheapest ones I could so that I was like, man, I don't want to get hooked. Uh-huh. And it got me. I tried so
Seems like
hard.
It was for the better.
Oh, I knew what was going to happen. Yeah. And I knew that I would never get away from it. And it just had to happen. But Jeff, we order Pizza X like once a week for 10 years. So we probably give them $1,000 to $2,000 a year, probably $2,000 a year.
That's good.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I was going to say, Jeff would not be doing well if it wasn't for you.
Well, he's also the only one that delivers to Sanders, which near Smithville. Yeah. So they're the only ones that go that far, so they get our money.
Well, and they got a great product too. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there's a lot of great restaurants, but I love Bloomingfoods. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had anyone from Bloomingfoods on.
I have tried on a couple different occasions. So if anyone on the B Foods board or like, I've reached out multiple occasions. I want to do a Bloomingfoods episode.
Absolutely, you should.
It's
I
great.
mean,
So I don't know. I'll reach back out. I
You gotta
need
have
to
Wade on.
Huh?
Wade, the manager.
Wade, I love
Yes,
Wade.
yeah, it's been brought up.
Wade's amazing. He
Yeah.
would be a great one. Because
If anyone knows Wade personally, please-
He's a big deal.
I know him.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, all right. Well, we're booking season 10 right now. So
Oh, Wade's good.
sweet. I'm excited. Season 10,
Yeah.
we got a lot of people that are going to be coming on. We were talking about one
Yeah.
with you
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we started. I can't talk about it yet, but season 10 is going to be awesome. And you're
excited.
episode 1, buddy.
Well,
We're already off to a
that's the
great
right
start.
choice. I mean,
I know.
This
Well, and
you
we're-
shouldn't have anybody else. To see. You did it right. I'm
You're like,
not.
yeah.
I'm humble. This is humbly. This is no, really. No, you did this right.
I like to think so. No. You're like, yeah, Jordan.
Congratulations.
You're like, Jordan, you don't need a food. You don't need another
Is
restaurant.
this about
person.
restaurant stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Well,
is
that's the
it,
nice part is we have creative freedom and can have
Yeah.
whoever we want on. It can get complicated, but we like to do. We've spread our wings out to events and nonprofits, and we do some one-offs. Like we had Mary Morgan and Dave Askins on, and they talked about heading home in B Square Beacon, and they do a lot of cool stuff in the community. And I know they go out to eat a lot, and so for the most part, we keep our food focus, and we're going to talk about food with every guest.
You have to. I
but yeah,
painted
it's
for
like-
a lot of other restaurants.
I mean, we're on
didn't-
season 10 though, and
Richie Shields, you had on. I painted repainted Hinkle's sign.
dude, I
Richie.
got so excited walking up to my gate to fly to Miami for the national championship. Richie standing there.
Richie was?
Yeah, I'm like, Richie. So we were on the same flight together.
No
It was
way.
Southwest, so we could sit right next to each other.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome.
Richie's the sweet. I mean,
Richie's the man.
Did he hug you? Did you
Of course. Oh,
cuddle
Richie.
the whole time there?
Huh?
Did you cuddle with him?
No,
'Cause
we
he's
sat
so
across
sweet?
the aisle.
Oh.
We're both bigger guys. We couldn't have sat
Yeah, you
right
couldn't
next
have
to each
sat right-
other.
yeah, okay.
That would have been
But
miserable
Richie's
for both
sweet.
of us. Oh, he's the man.
Richie's-
I think Richie was our most watched episode of 2025, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah.
Nah, it doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, people love Richie. They love Hinkles. He's done such a great job of taking that torch and carrying it from when he took it over.
He's
And
done
I
a
know
great
that
job.
that can be a lot of pressure. I've experienced it with Chocolate Mousse. That's a lot of pressure to take a beloved brand and be
over.
like, don't screw it up. And Richie's done a phenomenal job with Hinkles.
That's a heavy weight
Yeah.
for a very, very established business.
Right.
To say, hey, we're gonna do this. Yeah. And Richie could do it. Richie was friends with my brother. I think a year older. He graduated in '88 from South, and my brother was '89. And I remember when I was 7 or 8 years old, I met Richie. I remember him coming over to the house when he was 15 or 16 years old. And he was the largest person I ever met. And of course he's not. I mean, he's not, but he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a
But
big
when I was
fella.
little, I remember being scared to death of that guy.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
scared to death.
Good.
And he's the sweetest person ever.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Sweetest
He's
person
a
ever.
gentle giant, buddy.
Absolutely. But I met him when I was a little kid, and he was he had his leather jacket on. So big purple and white jacket. And he was just the nicest guy.
I love that, man.
He could have picked on me. He's a sophomore, junior in high school, and I was in second or third grade. I was like,
And he did it?
yeah, no, he was too sweet. And then I ended up repainting the sign for him and stuff later.
love it, man.
40 years later or whatever it was.
Well, dude,
But yeah,
yeah. I mean, just thanks for taking the time to come on. Thanks for helping us with this event.
what's
We're
it
so
been?
excited.
15 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Has it been 15 minutes yet?
Yeah, maybe 20.
Okay, good. So how much longer we got?
No. I know.
We're not done?
We'll have to have you back. Or is there? Do we not touch
We didn't
on?
talk about Jen Christie. I
Oh,
just
let's talk
wanted to
about
say,
Jen. I'll
you
always
just
talk
had
about Jen.
I had to ask: have you had anyone on ever that you liked more than Jen Christie? By the time she was done, did you feel better about your life more?
Jen's a
when you
phenomenal,
were done talking to Jen?
talented, incredibly humble human being. For everything she's accomplished, she is so humble. You know, we had to draw the fact out of her that she was an All-American swimmer and a lot of these things.
She won't tell you.
Oh, I know. Yeah. But no, she is so sweet and so nice. I can't say any absolutes because we've had a lot of great guests on.
Awesome.
But Jen is a very amazing human being.
She gives our daughter music lessons.
Oh, nice.
/ life lessons every Wednesday for months, and has changed my daughter's life and our family's life. And at this moment right now in life, she is like the most important person in my life because of what she does for my daughter. So it's just her uplift and her kindness, and that 1 hour a week for Lorene is, you will never see in your life another person affect someone else as much as she does to my daughter. She has done, and my daughter got to see her in dance. She's 15, but when she was about 4 or 5 years old, she was in Nashville at the Playhouse watching Jen, and she danced up next to the stage for like an hour and a half.
Wow.
And now she's 15, and she's going to see her.
Yeah.
So I had to say something.
No, I'm glad. I would have felt awful if we didn't get...
changed our lives.
Yeah.
And she knows it. She knows it. But it's neat when it's wild to know there are people out there that can do that.
Right.
And change a family dynamic. So with her positivity and her kindness. So I had to say something.
No, I'm glad he did.
She's an amazing person. So.
She really is. Well, and I just appreciate so much everything that you've shared with us.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
so many cool stories, from Long's Landing to to the picture at the sample gates,
Absolutely.
to your story with Jen, and just all the other anecdotes. Man, it's really been fun.
We didn't even get to talk about Josh.
Let's do it.
Josh, I've known Josh since I was 5.
I knew you guys were like OG homies. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in my wedding, and
yeah.
And I have 1,000 firsts with him there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So through high school, basketball, middle school, elementary, everything, into college. So our first year of college at Franklin College, we were there. Everywhere we went, we were around each other. And then he went off and had his thing. He played the guitar.
Oh yeah, and he moved around, and yeah.
He's humble too. So
I
mean, he told you he played L.A. He played stages of L.A. up and down the coast of California. Sang. I did the whole thing. Went to IU for music.
Yeah.
And played professional poker. Did he tell you that?
No, we didn't. I need to talk about that because I love cards.
So he played professional Texas Hold'em in Vegas for years.
I didn't see. We didn't dive into the poker part.
He was amazing, right?
Well, I host a game in my house. I'm gonna have to get Josh over there to take my money. Do you play?
I did. Last time I played, I won a lot, and that was the last time I played.
Smart man.
Well, I mean, I like blackjack, so
Okay.
I don't pretend like I'm an angel, because
No,
I didn't.
yeah.
When I played last, I did really well, and that was the last time I played. But Josh got really good at it and got really sick, I think, out in Vegas from the dust, and came back, and he was doing a lot of amazing things with some people learning how to cook out there, and he came back to revolutionize the industry. And look at him.
Oh, dude! Again,
it's just amazing what he did, and he has the same exact idea that I do. And when it comes down to it, in the basic like foundation of what I had when we were young and what he had when we were young was, let's dominate and be the best we could ever be at this. And that's every day I wake up like, what can I do today that nobody else anywhere could ever do? And if I can't do that, then what do I need to do to get there? And he's doing that with cooking. It's amazing. And he's done that with everything. He wanted to do that with singing, and we realized, hey, this is maybe what I want to do. I'm not going to get there. And then he transferred into something. I want to be the best card player. I'm going to kill everybody, right? I might not be able to do that. I'm going to cook. I'm going to have the best catering business anywhere. He's building it now. He's got it, and now he's going to go beyond Bloomington. He's going to go bigger. I mean, that's who he is.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be there. I mean, I want to support him, but we
just
doing
wanna
the same
continue
thing,
to be part of the
right?
story, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Well, that's what friends do. They support each other, and we consider you a friend for supporting us with this event. And
Have I been the best guest ever? I just admit, and then I'll go. Am I
yeah. You know what?
The best you've ever had, right?
We've got a lot of really good ones up
Here
there,
it comes. This
but
is bureaucratic. Go ahead. No,
I'm having a hard time seeing who's on top of Adam Long.
that was a politician's answer, but
There you go. You got to get at least one.
I
in
love
before
it. I accept that.
All right.
This is the best night of my life.
Oh wow! I won't tell
Yeah.
your wife. All right.
Cut.
For those of us if you bought tickets and you're listening to this the morning we release it on February 10th, we'll see you at the Ivy tonight, 4:30 to 6:30. Adam Long, such an incredible artist. Adam, where do people find your work?
Oh shit!
Just do it.
How many? I was going to say Google
him,
me.
He wins.
that is a tough question now. It
Thanks,
was
Sam.
it was easy years ago, but
Just Google him.
Google.
Thanks, man. Congrats. You made it to the end. Thank you for tuning in. As always, it's always so much fun talking to our guests. We're really excited about these No Dishes happy hour events we've been putting on. We have so many great ones coming up. We're so excited to share all the details with you. If you want the inside scoop, exclusive in on the first dib at tickets, make sure to join our Patreon. Just a lot of great chefs, venues, and stuff that we're going to be highlighting. As always, thanks for supporting No Dishes and watching/listening.
This episode of the No Dishes podcast was recorded, edited, and produced by Garrett Portinga of Green Hat Media in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana.
No Dishes Media.
No Dishes Media.